When I was in school, I was told Sati was an evil Hindu tradition rooted in Vedas. But new research proves that's a lie. No Hindu scripture supports or promotes Sati. This myth began in 1795 when British scholar H.T. Colebrook misread a funeral hymn from the Rig Veda. He claimed it described widows burning alive, but in truth it spoke of a widow sitting beside her husband's pyre, not burning in it. The mistake was corrected almost immediately, but the British kept pushing the lie to paint Hinduism as barbaric. Why? Because demonizing native Hindu culture made missionary conversions easier. Padma Bhushan awardee Professor Meenakshi Jain has exposed this colonial fabrication with solid research. The idea that Sati was widespread in ancient Hindu society, that's a British invention, not Indian reality. Think about it. Mahabharata, Ramayana talk of thousands dying in war, yet not one widow is burned alive. If Sati was so ancient, why there is no mention? Yes, isolated cases of self-sacrifice did exist, mostly in warrior cultures, but they were not gender specific. In Mahabharata, even Arjun vows to self-immolate if he can't kill Jarasandha. Pandu's wife Madri chooses Sati, Kunti doesn't. Clearly, there is no forced. Much later, during the Huna and Islamic invasion, we see Jauhar and Sati emerge more often, but even then, these acts were only voluntary or it was compulsive choice made to avoid sex slavery imposed by these invaders. Even in so-called documented cases, it's usually one of the many queens who chose to perform Sati, not all. Choice, not compulsion. By the 18th century, did a degenerate version of Sati rise? Maybe. Because poverty degrades all society and we know how unprecedented the British loot was in India, especially Bengal, where values broke down under constant famine, splendor and loot. These colonial rulers exaggerated the facts, then wrote it into our textbooks. Even today, books and media exaggerate Sati to demonize Hindus. Why? Because Western funding keeps colonial myths alive. It's time to reclaim our past and see Bharat through the lens of truth.